What time is it? What's the current state of the day? Would you say evening?
Yeah.
Alright, well then, good evening, YB gang. As intended. That's right. It's the evening, and you know what happens in the evening time. It's Umineko time. Time to see what the witches have been up to. Time to see what Battler's been doing. We've
What the
left those
fuck?
guys alone for way too long. Oh shoot. Okay, wait. Before we start, there's a very special announcement that has to be made.
Oh no. Your parents are dead?
We're gonna like plug Mboz's oil company. Like what?
Oh
It does
shoot.
sound like what Dustman's about to do after all.
Okay, wait. I gotta get Melody loaded up. Okay. For more information, check Exhibit C. Real beard consultations from real Japanese fashion experts. Send $10, get yourself a quote. Sazanami Beards, we care.
So you don't.
That's true. Alright. I'll splash it up on the stream so that everybody can take a good long look at it.
What?
Alright, well that's enough of that.
That's
Alright,
enough of that.
Thank you, sponsor.
Thank you, Ghetto Smosh.
Yeah, alright. Well, here's Umineko. Ah, jeez. Okay, wait. Alright, we lost it. Never mind.
That's a move I don't have access to.
That is not what I meant to do.
Yeah, this one, we gotta stop doing that stuff, dude. Like, calm
Hey,
down, first and
Mohammed, can you
foremost.
take a chill pill already?
I'm being nice to you, alright? I'm just, like, you're being mean. Like, you need to calm down, Dustman.
Mohammed, you're out here speaking all condescending. You're like yelling at me. You're like making me feel
Never
like a
once
bad
have I
kid.
yelled. Like, you just yelled right there.
Listen,
Like,
man.
do I need Mboz to pull up his, like, records?
I've been through a lot lately, man. I didn't know the evil left-handed society of South Florida. They were on my mind, you know.
Wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind.
They made me come to some cold realizations.
No. I got beaten by Buff Lady.
The heck? Oh, very clever. Okay, what's that? What the? What? No way! What? Where were you hiding this? What is this? What now, baseball players? Why is Jessica there? The heck? I mean, honestly, Bob
My
typically
honest
would
reaction.
probably prefer that, cause no, really, it's because like she's so tomboyish and unladylike, you know. So
That's true.
that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, I guess. She also likes 9mm and hollow points.
No, did you know, like, Badley was, like, talking to her. It's like, oh, like, is the person you're into, like, within 1 kilometer? And, like, just was like, he was like, yeah, it was, because it's Goda.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I won't interfere. Yeah, not to mention, she even loves lighters.
She even
Oh,
loves the
yeah.
smell of lighter fluids. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like, you might have gotten into my head a little bit, but logic and reasoning trumps today.
Ah, dude. Got you pretty good on balls, so I don't think you can recover.
Oh, okay, alright. Well, let's leave it there, okay? You don't gotta go that far. Like, here's the deal, right? We don't need any pudding, we don't need any Starbucks cake pops. All we need is some muffins, alright? Anyway, let me get this booted up. The YB gang has been scared and nervous for some time now. Saudi Arabian Beatrice has returned.
Saudi Arabian pages? I don't know. I guess Muhammad wasn't able to answer you on what he's playing.
Huh? I'm playing Street Fighter 6.
Muhammad,
Huh?
give it a rest. Just come here and read
Doesn't that cost like
Umineko.
$80?
No, it's still the normal 60. 80 for, what was it called? I think it was the deluxe edition, but
Yeah, for the
$60.
one with like 12
All
more
the
pictures
DLC
of Jerry's
characters.
feet or something.
That's so... Dude, why didn't I spend the 80?
Like, what's so,
No, the game is
good about
60.
it?
Huh?
What's so good about it?
Street Fighter 6. It's slower paced, different game. I played the demo, I liked it more. Liked it more than Street Fighter 5. Also, they added,
Well, any game is better than Street Fighter 5.
Dude, say that to Roy and he'll be like...
Dude, I'll say it to him. I'll send him a letter. And he's gonna be upset by the contents.
Roy dear, could you come over to the kitchen? You received this letter from a man named Dustman. And he like opens it up and gets so mad he starts beating his infant son.
It's like his face is gonna turn red. His like eyebrows and cheeks are gonna contort in anger. You're gonna see like steam flying out of every crevice on his face. And he's gonna like punch a hole the size of a cannonball in his walls, you know? So you're gonna see
Gonna go
visible
mad.
fear in his mother's eyes as he just goes on an absolute rampage and like chews rebar.
And no one can stop him.
Anyway, here comes Beatrice.
The Beatrice?
Yeah, you see, like Maria, she's kind of real, you know? She knows what's going on from time to time. Exactly. Carries a full-size government model 1911. Alright, Mohammed, it's your turn.
Goo Goo.
The
Gaga.
heck? You're voicing the Golden Witch.
I'm gaming. If I open up that stream, my phone's actually gonna just blow up.
Dude,
You're gonna have to
your
ask
computer.
Mboss. No, then my TV would be too far from me.
What?
My TV's on the other side of the room. And my computer's on the other side of the room.
Plug in your phone, open up the stream.
That's gonna make it overheat even more.
Okay, you know what? I'll read out the lines to you, and then you repeat them in Beatrice's voice, okay?
Well, of course, alright. You got a boss?
Alright. What are you doing so frantically in the middle of all this rain?
What are you doing so frantically in the middle of this night?
Of all this rain.
Of all this rain.
You could catch a cold like this.
You could catch a cold like this.
Even witches have to care for their own health.
Even witches had to care for their own health.
I can't find my rose. Oh. No matter how many times I search, even though it should have been here, I can't find it. She's just like Marcel.
You can't find it. No.
Can't find it.
Maria told Beatrice about how there had been a slightly unhealthy, pitiful rose. And that she was sure they had marked it.
Ho ho. That's Beatrice. No, she just says ho ho. So you can't find it.
You can't find it.
Oh, Mohammed, that's your line.
So she can't find it.
If you are a witch's apprentice, you should use magic to search for the rose.
If you are a witch's apprentice, you should use magic to search through the roads.
I believe that searching with just your eyes won't be nearly enough.
I believe searching with your eyes won't be nearly enough.
Ooh, I can't find it. I did my best and tried to search with magic, but I can't find it. Alright, here comes Beatrice again. I think practicing your magic is a very good thing, but it might be a little too much for you with all this wind and rain.
I think practicing magic would be... Could you line, please?
I think practicing your magic is a very good thing.
I think practicing your magic is a really good thing.
But it might be a little too much for you with all this wind and rain.
But it might be a little too much for you with all this wind and rain.
Allow me to lend you some special power.
Allow me to lend you some special power.
Concern for one's disciples is also one of a teacher's duties.
Sorry, I was blowing wind into my controller. Could you repeat that?
Concern for one's disciples is also one of a teacher's duties.
Concern for one disciple is also the concern of a teacher. Get yourself in a bus. Get yourself in a bus.
Thank you, Beatrice.
Maria's face, which had been full of sadness until just now, split open in conjuring. And Maria knew.
Maria knows.
She knows?
Maria knows.
Does she know?
Your sister knows.
She knows.
Your sister knows.
She knew there was nothing Beatrice's magic couldn't do. So she was sure that Beatrice would be able to find the rose easily, even though Maria couldn't. Beatrice closed her eyes lightly, acting as though she was listening for something in all this wind and rain.
Then she pulled out a magic wand and yelled out, "Abracadabra."
When she heard it, opened her eyes and spoke.
What in blazes is that?
Alright, Mohammed, here comes your line.
Okay.
All things in this world are transitory.
All things in this world are transitory.
Too bad, Maria.
Too bad, Maria.
It seems your rose couldn't withstand all this wind and rain.
It seems your rose couldn't withstand all this wind and rain.
Ooh, Then my rose,
Could not withstand all this wind and rain.
it was uprooted by the wind and is no longer of this world.
This is really on this like wind euphemism.
That's what she said,
What
Muhammad.
a euphemism. It's just wind. Like the wind uprooted the rose and then like blew it away.
Hey, Muhammad, why don't you focus on the line? Come on.
That's true.
Okay,
It was
focusing on the line.
it was uprooted by the wind and is no longer of this world.
It was uprooted by the wind and is no longer of this world. Said that like a billion times already.
Okay.
But the point was there.
You gotta say it in the voice now. I mean, not anymore. Who?
What Beatrice had said was quite reasonable. There was nothing odd about the flower being broken off at the stem in the strong wind. However, Maria couldn't accept this and bitterly gave a low-pitched moan.
I mean, I think this is like this is what Goto was really up to, you know, that's all I'm saying. So you see how Beatrice is like covering for Goto?
Oh, that's true.
No! Oh. No, no, no. It's my rose. My rose won't come back. No. I'll bring it back to life with my magic. Beatrice, teach me how to revive a rose with magic. Ah. Alright, Muhammad, here comes your line. It's much too early for an apprentice like you to learn the hidden art of endless magic.
It's much too early for you to learn the. Please repeat it again. Sorry.
It's much too early for an apprentice like you to learn the hidden art of endless magic.
It's much too early for an apprentice like you to learn the endless art. Too busy. I'm sorry. I'm fighting some guy.
The endless art of hidden magic.
The endless art of hidden magic. That was the hidden art of magic.
Yeah,
endless magic.
It's the hidden art of endless magic. Yeah. I was making it funny because you started saying that.
You know what, Mbaz? I hope the CIA. I hope a Kennedy like comes back from the dead and abolishes the CIA.
Oh, shoot. Alright, the last line. Know your place.
Know your place. This guy knows his place.
Maria wiped the tears from her eyes, covered with regret. Why didn't she mention the ribbon, though?
Yeah.
She shrugged her shoulders and chucked it on Maria's.
No, she said that they marked it.
Oh yeah, but why isn't she like mentioning the Merc? It's like, oh, if like it got uprooted by the winds, so, like what about the Merc?
That's true. Alright, here comes the next line, Muhammad.
Okay.
Very well.
Very well.
I will lend you my power, the hidden art that can revive a rose.
I will lend you my power, the hidden art that can revive a rose. Sounds kind of useless if it can revive a rose and gets their rose back.
Really? Indeed. That's the line.
Indeed.
Okay. Well then, concentrate the power of your heart.
Concentrate the power of your heart.
Close your eyes, forget the rain, forget the wind.
Close your eyes, forget the wind, and forget the rain. I don't know what to
Alright.
That's
And search for the soul of the wandering rose with the eyes of your heart.
And search for the soul of the wandering rose with your eyes.
With the eyes of your heart.
Oh, with the eyes of your heart. That's dumb. I'm gonna blow this place up.
Ugh.
Maria closed her eyes
And died.
to a repeated Beatrice's song-like words.
Come, try to remember. Rose, what form did you have? Oh wait, no, was that Beatrice?
So,
Look, I grow tired of Muhammad's antics. We gotta shift this into manual overdrive, okay?
Oh,
Like, alright, Burgers, you gotta put on your, like, best Arabic accent and
no!
try to read Muhammad's lines.
I'm supposed to do an Arabic accent.
Dude, just like, I don't know, like, beat your wife or something.
That's a great point, officer.
Like, watch a video of a guy explaining something from Dubai. Yeah, that first line is all yours, Burgers. It's all yours.
Anyway, technically speaking, breast milk is not haram.
Why is it so quiet?
Huh?
You just said it so quietly.
Yeah, anyway, technically speaking, breast milk is not haram.
Right. And then, so then what does the line say? Come on, the first one. The heck?
What phone did you have?
Alright. You're like backing away from the mic infinitely. I barely hear you anymore.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, you're fine now.
How do you do an Arabic accent? I don't understand.
I mean, I guess you can do a Russian one.
Maybe take like a million hits with the puka or something.
Huh?
Maybe take like a million hits of puka or something.
Oh, yeah. You have to, like, be like, Inshallah, my brother. You know, something like that.
That is so real. Dustman, they're gonna blow up your house and... No, I'm better than that. Yes.
Muhammad, why don't you study
Oh.
an ant colony?
Why don't you study an ant colony? Freaking me.
Why don't you study an ant colony, you fucking retards?
Pick up the phone, baby. I'm in your home, baby.
Alright,
That's right.
Come try to
home,
remember.
baby.
Come on. Come try to remember. Come on.
Remember what? Dementia?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember.
Rose, what form did you have? Alright, Burgers, go on.
They're trying to figure out how to do the Arabic accent.
Just like, I don't know, sound black.
Sound black.
Let's start rapping, Burgers.
Hey man, don't look. Don't listen. And believe. Oh, wait, okay. Release the power of your soul from the cage of flesh that imprisons you. That's it. Good. Around Maria, who was concentrating her power, her eyes tightly shut, small golden butterflies began to dance. Was this the manifestation of the magical power Maria held?
Lost soul of the rose, gather into one, and remember your form. Come, gather, remember.
The glitter of the gold butterflies began to strengthen, and their numbers increased. Then Beatrice raised a finger up to the skies, and began to gather at the tip of that finger. This was the miracle of the golden magic. The gold butterflies began to condense into a single dazzling ring of green. It was a single glittering gold seed. rode on the tip of Beatrice's finger, budded into a golden sprout, and opened into a golden leaf. Then slowly fell from that fingertip, sank into the mud of a flower bed, and began to grow slowly. Maria, who admired magic and the witch, really wanted to see this fantastical sight. However, as an apprentice, Maria was still not qualified to see it. No, she was probably afraid that if she opened her eyes to look, the power that she had concentrated in her heart would be cut off and the magic would be lost. Therefore, Beatrice, as the only one permitted to witness this golden miracle, was the only witch, the sole master of many miracles. Then the fully grown rose grew, spreading one golden flower. And Beatrice poked it with her finger in just the right way. The gold-colored sparkle scattered, just as if a golden soap bubble had popped, and what remained was a single beautiful rose.
That's Beatrice. It looks like you've remembered a splendid rose. However, if we just live and mixed in with these other roses, you won't be able to tell it apart. Shall I perform one last service?
Beatrice, for the sake of her chewed apprentice, who was moaning even more now in concentration, decided to use one more bit of magic. When she snapped her fingers, a single gold butterfly appeared, fluttered around, and landed on the flower that had just been revived. Then it suddenly burst open and disappeared, becoming golden lace and marking the rose.
That will do. Maria, you may open your eyes now. Who? Where's the rose? It's not here. Not here. Not over there. Over here. Look. I've marked it with a golden lace. What? You did it! Awesome, 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 awesome! Thank you, Beato. Thank you, Beato. I want to become a witch quickly, a great witch like you. And you can. Long ago, I too wished for that innocently, just as you do, and I have attained that level.
Maria was ecstatic over the revived rose, clapping her hands and jumping around in joy.
Hey, I just got some free uranium.
Ah, of course, I fight the truck, my favorite opponent.
Yup. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Bada bing, bada boom.
Watching that, Beatrice also smiled, looking fairly pleased. By now, I can break and repair any soul if I try, not just that of a rose, and killing revives life again. Come, the barrier of the storm has now sealed Orokinshima off from the natural world. Now is the time for the Golden Witch Beatrice to descend as an endless witch. Beatrice pulled from her pocket an envelope, the family crest, the one-winged eagle, and gave it to Maria. Maria frolicked around at being selected to be the witch's messenger.
So, Kinzo, I've come to join on your fun once more. My preparations are already complete. What of you? Have you prepared enough coins to bet in tonight's game? Of course I'm fully prepared, Beatrice. I have assembled a plethora of pieces. I'm ready both physically and mentally. So then, let us make the ante. All that you have given should be returned to you in the end. Come, take it.
Kinzo flung the window of his study open wide, took off the valuable gold ring that had been on his finger. I think he just got shot.
It's like this, you see.
At least we know how Beatrice got the ring. The Kinzo just like chucked it out the window.
Fish and chips, a British delight, served with mushy peas. It's an amazing sight. Masked and seasoned. It's just simply can't be beat.
You see, it can't be beat. He took off the valuable golden ring that's on his finger and threw it into the darkness of the raging wind and rain.
Yeah. That ring was struck by lightning and after twinkling gold for an instant, disappeared. Kinzo watched it go, grinning broadly and fearlessly.
I don't think I'll lose. You are mine. Forever.
The ring that Kinzo had thrown became a single gold butterfly and fluttered around in the wind and rain. It headed for the rose garden, almost as though it was being guided there, and found the figure of the golden witch that fluttered down. When it came down right in front of Beatrice, it burst open and returned to its original form, flying through the air. The way it was going, you would have expected it to fall into a puddle, but it stopped suddenly in midair, because there's some transparent person that caught it. Apparently, even Beatrice hadn't expected this. However, she realized what, no, who it was, and threw into broad the air. This is it. Like this is Badler makes the shot. As she did, the shadow of the person who had popped the ring began to fuzzily appear. It's the figure of a young man wearing the butler's uniform embroidered with the one-winged eagle crest. He does not look that young. There was no man like this among the servants of the Ushiromi family. Canonically sounds like a rapper. Even so, Beatrice laughed as though it was someone she remembered
Oh
fondly.
shoot, okay. Runaway, is it? It's been quite some time. It seems you have remembered me. You were always a man who took loyalty seriously.
It has been quite some time since your last correspondence. Not for a single day have I, Runaway, forgotten that I serve you, my lady.
Now, Mboss likes this voice, but Burgers doesn't like it.
Like, why is he British?
Because when he sees Ops, then it's over.
No.
Digging up tenants. Coleman did see the menace. I was more afraid that you had forgotten about me. After all, you can be quite forgetful. I see, yes, I certainly am forgetful. I'd forgotten even your sarcasm until I heard it again.
Milady, take this.
With an exaggerated yet elegant gesture, he bowed respectfully and held out to Beatrice the head's ring he just cut.
It's the Ushirimiya family head's ring, returned to you from Ushirimiya Kinzo. It is now once again in the possession of its master.
Indeed. This is Kinzo announcing the start of the game. Of course I'll accept it.
So, how should we play tonight? Shall I prepare the roulette immediately? Or shall I prepare some black tea first?
Fallen?
I can't decide which, but first, I needed to greet someone. I'm sure that guy's got his mouth hanging open and can't shut it. Right, Battler. Oh, shoot. I gotta save again because the thing came up.
Greetings. Allow me to introduce myself. I am called Renove, and I serve at the side of Milady Beatrice. It is truly a pleasure to meet you.
Real.
Oh, shoot. That's a pretty cool guy. He knows what's
Because
going
he must possess tremendous magical power, but he never actually has used it.
Well, he's never
Now,
seen
Winkler?
using it.
Somebody's just gonna come up and like punch him in the face, and he's gonna be like, "Ah, why are you doing that?" And he has like no magic to fight back with.
Oh, jeez.
Like he just didn't have it the whole time.
With this.
Hey, who knows? Oh, shoot. I'm getting a phone call. Alright, let's see what's happening.
Oh, this guy's getting a phone call.
Hey, burgers. What's an Oriental accent?
Oriental, it's
I mean, I know, but like, how do you do one?
be honorable.
I am Baku. Alright, there we go.
The reason I know about the word Oriental.
All
From,
people care about
Attack
the
on Titan.
Orientals is like the rugs. They're like,
Very, very honorable.
Yeah, I only know it because Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Oriental is like, because in Spanish you'll call like Asian people Oriental, you know? But I just didn't know how to do the accent.
I just didn't know how to do the accent.
See?
How?
His mouth's
That
hanging
book on
open,
trick
he
is
can't
fine.
shut it, right?
yeah, no shit. Another incomprehensible guy just showed up. First, I grumbled about goat-headed people doing the Bond dance, and then goat-heads start showing up in swarms. And since then, not only have those 7-ass Nissans appeared, but now there's even a butler. It doesn't make sense. Cut it out.
Oh shit. I think it rung true, didn't it? What was it? It's somewhere. I think I didn't post it in VIP. I'll post it later. And by the way, Battler, did you notice? Did you realize that meeting him is a true devil's proof?
A devil's proof? What do you mean?
He may not look like it, but this guy's one of the 72. A genuine demon. In other words, I brought a demon right in front of you, which truly proves that they exist. Yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, she just proved doubles exist by showing him a double.
That's true.
Devilman. From the hit series, Devilman?
Runabe holds a noble rank in hell, the 27th highest ranked great demon. He's a pretty useful man. I summoned him at high cost, and made him serve me. It is an honor to meet you. While my name is amongst those of the nobles in hell, I now serve as the head finisher of Beatrice Sommer, who despite being a vulgar human, is a great witch of such caliber that demons flee before her. He's a very useful man, but he's impotent with his words. Frustratingly enough, he sometimes forgets to respect his master. Nothing in my contract specifies the manner in which I am to speak. Would you like to change that contract? It keeps me entertained, so it's fine. What do you mean she's 45?
It was a great witch of
I mean-
such caliber.
Before she was 50 though, she was 50 caliber.
Does this mean
I mean, I guess she
What if Max
uses
is
50
some-
caliber. Right. Right,
ain't
so
no way,
as
bro.
a bullet, she would be 45 caliber, I see. I guess that makes sense. I guess that's maybe where revolvers come into the equation.
She might be a 45 long Colt. Or even a 45 round ball. Who knows? She's just 45. 45 ACP bullet. Yeah.
But Beatrice turned her back to him, cackling. Rebelling once to her back. The runaway?
Yeah, what do you do?
Ronave turned his back to Badler and stretched out his right hand, showing off an innocent smile. Normally this would mean that he was asking for a handshake. What is this supposed to be?
I am another who has been subjected to Milady's whims. In that sense, I'm sure we could become good friends. This is a handshake of friendship. Of course, this in no way implies your entry into a contract with the demon, so fear not.
Sorry, but I'm right in the middle of a big fight with your master. I only shake hands with an enemy after we've beaten each other up in a rainy schoolyard and are all worn out, like something you see in a teen drama. Remember that.
I see. To shake hands with you, Battler-sama, I must create a fitting atmosphere in a suitable location. Exchanging sweet words and physical language with you, that rings true to your heart. When the opportunity arrives, I shall arrange for such an encounter. I must say, I simply love situations like that myself.
As Ronove laughed tauntingly, he whispered to Badler, bringing his face so close that their noses were almost touching.
Oh wait, shit.
Like that's it.
Could this be the
Like
moment?
that's it, Badler makes the shot.
Battler is going to make the shot very, very soon. Alright, he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it.
Badler, his face turning red after getting so close to another of the same sex, pushed him away.
Dang it!
What does this one mean by
You're a
this?
creepy bastard. I see, just right through Beethoven's butler.
It is an honor to receive such words of praise. I'm very confident in my tea brewing abilities, so please look forward to tea time. Baking cookies is one of my hobbies, so please feel free to request any snacks you may desire.
Oh, yeah. That was good, yeah.
You just want any snack from a pair of the same gender. You've started getting along well right off the bat. I'm jealous.
My. I apologize for making you jealous, my lady. I shall not sneakily snatch your guest away from you.
Well then, I will leave for now to retake my post as head furniture. And
Oh, wait, no, that's him. She's just head furniture.
She's my friend, yeah.
Well then, I will leave now to retake my post as head furniture and greet my subordinates. Please forgive my short absence.
Indeed. Only the common globes and the 7 sisters used for the ceremony have manifested themselves. You will be able to finish greeting them in no time.
Oh. Those lively 7 sisters are here. I wonder if those naughty girls have grown a little more graceful.
If that's graceful, I'll have to doubt the definition of the word graceful.
Is that so? Then I suppose you've already had the opportunity to play with those 7 sisters. Judging by your expression, it would seem they're just as naughty as always. Even though I'm always telling them to act more fitting as servants of Beatrice-sama. What troublesome kids.
If that's your problem, don't worry. They actually act perfectly fitting for their master.
Now even you have begun to say it. However, a conversation means that you accept your partner. The fact that you started to respond to my idle chatting proves that you are gradually starting to accept my existence.
Okay. That's because even if the sun starts arising from the west, I will definitely, absolutely never accept that you're a witch. You might want to try a more positive approach, like crying and kissing my shoes. Even if Badler was bluffing, he still spoke forcefully, a fearless expression on his face. The witch and her butler snickered together, realizing that their guest had regained more than enough of his willpower to attend to a new game. And that preparations were complete. After Ronove exchanged a few words with it, just out silently the Badler, scattered into several gold butterflies and disappeared.
It is truly pleasing to have such a boisterous atmosphere.
It is not Beatrice.
How boring. Why don't you read it then, Mohammed? Hop on.
Because I'm gaming. I'm sorry, little bro. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Like, I'm reading.
Whatever. That's your own prerogative then. You have to face the consequences.
Consequences are like facing.
Like the whole YB gang is like they're like their cheeks are red and like their eyes are popping out. They're like yelling out in anger because there's no proper Beatrice voice, you know? And like they're gonna be standing outside your house.
That's kind of on you as well. Like why like what'd you do? Like you smoke a bunch of cigarettes? What's going on in the Beatrice?
All you have to do is a deeper voice, come on.
They're gonna tear you apart limb from limb, Mohammed.
Oh, they won't.
No, I had an excellent Beatrice voice, and then Mbaz came out and told me I was prohibited from using it. You know?
Ah, come on.
So it's like, well, what else am I supposed to do?
Mbaz lies all the time.
It's like,
do you remember he was like, oh, I never sleep, and then it's like on 2 recorded occasions he has slept.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I guess I should.
That is pretty true.
I should undo the pack of Newports I smoked. I mean, I don't know. Is this an old hag voice?
Why are people obsessing over this random black guy named Creed? Who cares? Just another boxer.
You gotta get like a brain scan.
Why?
I was just saying he like knocks himself out to go to sleep.
It's not going to sleep on
No, it's like major pain, you know?
It's like major pain, yeah. I love like waking up in the morning with a black eye.
No, what I'm saying is like major pain. He looks like this when he's sleeping. You know?
You're cutting off the oxygen. The damage has already been done.
Yeah, well, one day, like, someone's gonna walk into your room and just, like, hold your hands to your neck and continue the strangulation.
I don't think that him having strangled himself already would have mattered then. If some man just broke in and decided to strangle him.
No, he didn't strangle him with his hands. He used Mbaz's hands to strangle him.
Oh, so it looks like
he was waiting patiently in the closet.
He was like, finally. Those are the ops, so you gotta watch out for those guys.
Oh shit, no. Yeah, and Buzz, you might be in danger. Because I know you got like they shot you with the 2 gauge like right in the head, and then you got that robot arm now. They're gonna hack into the robot arm and make you choke yourself to death.
I'm genuinely waiting until robot arms become like a real thing, so people can just start hacking into it. Well, Richard has this little insulin monitor on his stomach. That's it, and it's like it has Bluetooth and everything. Someone can hack into that.
They're gonna like inject him with like copious amounts of insulin.
They're gonna give him estrogen. They're gonna replace it.
How are they gonna replace with estrogen? What are you talking about?
They're gonna hack into it. They're gonna make like the insulin transform itself. I've seen it
Gonna
happen.
hack into it and like change the chemical makeup. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
I'm sure they got a philosopher's stone. Open my window. It's a matter of time, Dustman, before
But
they
actually,
catch
no testing though.
before your crime.
He means like widespread, because of course they exist.
It's only a matter of time before your crimes catch up to you, Dustman.
Alright, here's the deal, okay?
Your crimes are inescapable.
It is truly wonderful to have such a boisterous atmosphere. How boring were the days when I was trapped alone on this island, unable to regain my power, and lacking anyone to talk to.
I get how that unpleasant guy really fitting as your butler. But tell me, why has that butler only appeared now? You said something about how the goats and the Nachons of the Seven Stakes had manifested themselves. What did that mean?
Indeed.
Gugu. Kaga. Boss. What online video game do you play on Boss? You see? There you go. He doesn't have an answer because he's not a real person. That's all I need to know.
That's just true. You guys don't need to 1v1 and strive.
I would destroy him in Strive. I don't think he's ready for the loss.
Then why don't you?
You know what? Give me 1 second. I need to name my cyst. Dog. Not 5 and... Yeah, I could beat you in Street Fighter 4. But I choose not to because I know I would beat you too hard. This dog is in the world now.
You still resist, but I am a fully fledged witch. I am in contact with several non-human entities in the spirit world.
Reminds me of that Marines post.
I'll bet. No sane people would hang out with you.
Ooh.
First some goat monsters, then those ass Nachons, and this time a demon butler showed up. I hate to think about it, but the way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if even more weird people arrive.
Among the furniture that work at my great golden mansion, how many demons do you think want to come over and play? They will keep coming. Many of them will appear. When the door to the Golden Land is opened, I will call back all of my furniture and build my new castle here on Rokenjima. Then I plan to invite all of my old friends, and we will drink and dance together for 3 days and 3 nights.
For that
Of
long?
course, I also plan to invite Kenzo's family, you see. You too, if you wish.
So is this what you mean? That since you lost your power for a long time, you couldn't summon them? And then, since your magic power has been gradually increasing, you've become able to summon more and more monsters?
It is as you say. You stopped a hair's breadth before crumbling. But your heart is already wavering, and you are unable to deny that I am a witch. That wavering in your heart has been slowly restoring my power as a witch.
So, are you trying to say that creepy butler appeared because I started to surrender?
That's right. Bit by bit, you are surrendering to me. Isn't all that humiliation you suffered in the last game a result of you submitting to me so deeply? Wasn't it great when you had to sacrifice your back for the sake of my feet?
And that means with like Dread of the Grave that kicks in like full gear, Coronavirus is just gonna like vanish.
Oh shit.
Damn it! I thought I'd be able to keep things as they were as long as I didn't accept them. But it looks like that was wrong.
Correct. The closer you get to surrendering, the more the game will swing in my favor. Isn't chess the same? In the process of cornering each other's kings, we trade several pieces. Of course, I still haven't cornered your king. And furthermore, you're giving it to everything you've got just to help your king escape, and have lost several pieces to me, as well as a large advantage. It is only natural that further developments will tend to turn in my favor.
Damn.
From now on, you will probably be frantic as you try to avoid my checkmate. However, as you do, I will steal your pieces from you, one by one. In the end, you'll have lost everything but your king, and you won't be able to escape no matter how much you try. Then you will receive a true checkmate. You were talking big last time, weren't you? Something about how you'd never accept me and would torment me with eternal torture. Only witches who have reached the endless level can talk about eternity. That's been beyond you ever since the very beginning.
That's why I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down, sir.
You go.
You with the smell to your hospital.
Oh shoot. Kenzo-sama has already publicly displayed the location of the hidden gold within the epitaph under my portrait. The rules apply equally to all who can read the epitaph.
Mucho, tú le diste a... este señor te llamó, Oscar. Oscar Guille. Él te va a llamar para que le dé el teléfono donde tú sacaste la licencia para llevar Génesis.
Ah. Eso está...
En Hialeah. ¿Qué sé?
Cosa, sí, ahí en la salida a la 68,
Sí, por ahí. Sí, pero hay que dar la vuelta mejor si tú le consigues el teléfono o le das la
Pero
dirección.
si quiere yo se la mando, usted porque yo se la puedo mandar ahora mismo.
¿Tú tienes la dirección y el teléfono?
Yo tengo la dirección del lugar,
¿Y el teléfono de ellos también?
lo puedo adquirir.
Ah, ok. Ah, bueno, si lo adquiere y me lo envía, yo lo envío a él.
Sí, aquí yo se lo mando de una vez, ahora mismo se lo mando.
Tú no te has bañado, ¿verdad?
No,
Ok. Love you, papi.
ahí está.
Papi, ordena la tinta que se me olvidó.
Ah, sí, dámela.
Ordénala. Ordénala con la tarjeta mía para que te llegue second name, por ejemplo, ¿verdad?
Voy a revisar si lo tienen en Amazon, pues sí, haga rápido. Si lo tengo que buscar en otro lugar, no sé, pero no debe llamar.
Ah, mira, mira.
Ok.
Aquí ya se lo puse ahí en WhatsApp. Que se lo mandé ahí en WhatsApp. Ok. De nada.
A full consultation of your facial for the price of $10, the lowest rates worldwide, never before seen. Expert examiners. Sazanami beards. It's not a scam.
What if I told you guys M-Boss was Indian?
You gotta reread it from the start because YB Gang only heard like the part after Vaporeon.
Part after Vaporeon lady schools.
You like mute the whole thing.
Huh?
Why'd you mute the whole thing?
I was muted and deafened.
Why would
He
you
was kind of
deafen?
muted and deafened.
I mute and deafen because sometimes Mbot starts playing sound effects like while my dad's in the room, and then like I don't want that, like they're very
So
loud.
this is
my
all
headphones.
Mboz's fault.
No, yeah, like it goes through my headphones and you can hear it in
I
my
feel
room.
like, okay. Alright, hey YB gang. The Dustman is not talking to his family, he's actually here. But you like might still be there rubbing your beard, like if you want to. Just like Muhammad. You get bored. I mean, maybe tired if you're like tired right now. Possibly discontent with the way you look. And that's why Sazanami Beards is here for you. The latest and greatest company of real fashion experts who will give you a consultation of your facial hair free for the price of $10. The lowest rates worldwide. Sazanami Beards, it's not a scam.
No, that's true. Yeah, it's like just send your picture in, you know, and it's like, should you shave it off or should you keep it on, you know?
Dude, just walk up to random people and see how scared they are of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Send a picture, send the money, we consult you.
Exactly. It's just that easy.
You care about your hair and how your friends view you and that hair. Look like a grizzly bear. Wear Axe deodorant.
I don't think that's enough.
Appear in an Old Spice commercial. That's pretty good. And be American. Fight for the rights of every man. Sazanami Beards. We care.
They don't. We always arrive. Society.
Well, without further ado. Tonight, I ask that you enjoy your battle of wits with Kinzo-sama to the fullest. I sincerely pray that this night will be both intellectual and elegant. Beatrice the Golden.
Maria finished reading the letter Beatrice had handed her. Everyone was at a loss to move forward. And then they all broke the silence at once.
Ridiculous! What a worthless, vicious prank!
What a worthless, vicious prank. So true.
Seriously. There's no way Father gave up the head's ring. Beatrice? Ha! What a transparent prank. Hoping to confuse us by bringing up that name. Hey, who filled this desert up with little too much punch? I want to applaud and praise you, so come clean, okay? Rosa?
Of course not. I wouldn't pull a prank by assuming Father's name.
Then Aniki? Aniki?
Me? Huh? Are you an idiot? It was Nissan, right? Only he could plan something this vulgar.
Are you trying to mock me? I'm the one who wants to question you. Who is behind this ill-natured prank?
The Krauses beat the table and stared at everyone. Since that included the children too, scared most of them.
We shouldn't be such scaredy cats.
A letter from a mysterious person who claims to have been given full rights to Father's assets. Considering that the whole point of this family conference is the discussion of that subject, I think it's too hasty to call this a mere prank.
We can't be sure. Maybe it really is one of Father's shady pranks. He might have planned this to shock us a bit, since we've been discussing the distribution of his inheritance without him. If Dad was the one who planned this, then we can't take what Maria-chan just read aloud as a joke, right?
That's right. If you interpret the contents literally, then this is a test from Father. The epitaph of the witch has been displayed in the hall for quite some time now, so that any one of us can solve it. There was plenty of notice. That means he was saying that the first person to solve it would be handed the inheritance along with all of his wealth, right?
Oh shoot. This is you.
Еще на pages? C? Yeah. Oh, okay, well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
My magic granted your wish.
Nothing so foolish could possibly be the case. It is an unshakable fact that my husband is a successor to the Uchinomiya family headship.
Well, doesn't this letter shake that? This is a message from the person who is given full rights to all of Father's wealth. Nissan's right to become the head has returned to a blank slate. The person who solves the riddle, the person who finds Beatrice's gold, will become the next head of the Uchinomiya family.
Ridiculous. Do you think we can trust the meaningless words in that letter?
No, but then Kraus just like pulls out the one gold bar he has, and he's like, "See, like I am the head." And then everybody's like,
I found the gold already.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, Roanoke just walks in and puts the ring on his finger. Like, good job, Kraus, you did it. That the seal was the real thing. There's no way we can trust that.
Then let's try and go ask Father directly. At this point, you can't get away with saying he's grumpy or feeling bad, right? The sealed wax clearly shows that this was from Father's representative. If you doubt that, then show some proof each time. Show that this letter does not contain Father's will.
Very well. It is just as you say. It no longer matters whether Father's in a good mood or not. Let us go up and ask him directly. Let's do it. We'll ask Dad directly. Dad is Dad, so why would he act in such a roundabout way? Then again, I guess I would be like him.
I'm moving to a refrigerator.
We should continue this discussion on the assumption that this letter came
I'm
from
using
Father.
12 refrigerator.
Stupid Rosa! Isn't it obviously from father? That letter is father's. Isn't it obvious that he's giving the four of us an even chance to become the successor? Die, you brainless idiots! Rosa really
Oh
is
no!
dumb. If only she'd just give up and die. I'm sorry. That's right, I'm sorry. In the beginning, the adults had all doubted the credibility of the letter. But after realizing that this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance in the inheritance struggle for the three younger siblings, Eva changed her position, claiming that the letter was authentic. Rudolph and Rosa caught on and agreed.
Outrageous! How can adults like you take such a worthless prank this seriously? I don't need to be father to understand this contempt. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's okay, Nissan. All we gotta do is ask father and we're done, right? Won't everything be fine if father just tells us that he doesn't know about any letter?
Nissan, take responsibility and just get him to say that he doesn't know about the letter. This is no time to get scared just because he's in a bad mood, okay? He's still scared of father at his age, that idiot. If only he'd just give up and die.
Yeah. Let's get this settled clearly. He's probably eating in his study right now. Let's have him set down his chopsticks for just a moment. It's decided. Let's go. Kyrie, wait here for a while. We'll go to check whether it's true or not and come back quickly.
Thank you. I'll wait patiently for Goda-san to bring in dessert. The four siblings, Natsuhi and Hideyoshi, all rose from their seats forcefully and flew out into the hallway with a clatter. Afterwards, only the children, stunned completely speechless, Nanjo, who looked uncomfortable, and Kairi, who just shrugged, were left. In the middle of all this was Maria, who looked a little scared at the adult's sudden change. However, judging from her appearance, she didn't look like she realized the full meaning of what she just read.
What in the world was that all about? I don't get it.
They're all bastards. Do they really want the inheritance that much?
Everyone, this is our parents' problem. It has nothing to do with us. So you mustn't worry about it.
Oh shit. Well, that makes like total sense.
Huh.
With like Ava? Because Lambda Delta's interfering in the game. He's like joined Beatrice's side. And she's like directly influencing it.
Hmm.
Huh. Yeah, that's absolutely the case. Even if you say that. They were so blatant about it.
I can't believe them. Showing off their greed like that. Ooh. Everyone has to believe together that we'll be happy. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, killed him. Ooh, kill him.
And that's right. We all did promise. Come on, Badler-kun. Jessica-chan, you too.
I feel horrible. We couldn't accept it at all, but we laid down our arms for the time being. We've been vaguely aware of how filthy this family content is going to be. However, after that 6-year blank, I couldn't help being shocked. When he saw that the children were completely dejected, Dr. Nanjo cleared his throat uncomfortably. What's he gonna do? It's an adult matter. It has nothing to do with all of you young people. Let us forget about it.
I would if I could.
I know it's hard, but forget it for now. All of your parents are fighting frantically to make your futures just a little brighter. Please, don't look at your injured parents with those cold eyes when they come back. No matter how much you ask this Kaori-san, that'll be tough.
If we could be happy with an explanation like that, we wouldn't be kids. Ooh! Everyone, be happy! Can't get dark! Believe! If everyone doesn't believe we can be happy, that happiness will get away. Everyone has to believe. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I like the sound of that. I'll believe too. I'll believe we can find happiness.
Ooh. Aunt Kyrie, thank you. Battler and Jessica, you believe too. Beatrice is also always saying that magic won't have any power if you don't believe. Ooh.
Kaori-san rose from her seat quietly, went over to Maria and crouched down so that their eyes met.
Oh. Aunt Kyrie believed. Now Battler and Jessica have to believe.
Those two are strong. They'll feel better soon, and then they'll believe.
Yeah.
More importantly, I want you to tell me something. When Kaori-san said that, Jessica, Ben, Dr. Nanjo, and I all listened closely. It looked like our parents were so concerned with the inheritance problem that grandfather freed their minds. But we wanted to ask Maria about something simpler.
Huh? What?
Who gave you that letter?
Beatrice!
The witch drawn in that portrait.
Ooh! She gave me this letter and an umbrella. And she used magic to fix my rose that was broken. Beatrice is an awesome witch who can do anything.
Wow! What the hell happened?
Could you tell us about that in a bit more detail?
Oh, shoot.
What a breaker then.
It's the facts and logic.
Kyrie better not die on fucking the first Twilight again.
Here comes the Golden Witch Beatrice with a 303 rifle, blowing Kyrie's head off again.
God damn.
You're gonna see, like, episode 8, she's gonna survive into the second Twilight.
Without even being allowed to wait for dessert, we were chased out of the room. I heard that in the end, our parents were unable to get grandfather to respond.
Dang, he's unresponsive, he's over.
Well, I hate to say it, but I feel like giving grandfather a high five right now. He was probably pretty satisfied with how Strange Letter had given his children a good shock, since they had all been so infatuated with the inheritance problem while grandfather was still alive. I also felt like our despicable parents had gotten what they deserved in all of this confusion. But I couldn't really say that I was feeling great. I felt all salty. Apparently, grandfather hadn't seemed concerned with the whole thing, but he also hadn't denied anything about the letter either. When talking about the witch's letter, grandfather's name kept popping up. If grandfather knew that someone was stealing his name, then considering his character, he'd probably be mad with rage. But even though grandfather knew the contents of that letter, he coldly ignored it. So did that count as a silent yeah? Aunt Dave and Dad are trying to interpret the letter in their favor. They're clearly visible.
It looks so sleazy and evil.
It wouldn't have mattered so much if that was all, but the adults had now started focusing on Maria, who had received the letter. They kept pounding her with questions about who had given it to her.
Pachinko made a big mistake, but I'm not gonna mention it.
Wait, what do you mean? What's in the original?
Huh?
What's it? What's the original? Is it that she doesn't have 3 fingers anymore?
No.
Or is it the crown?
No.
Oh, what is it then?
So, look at like the little bow tie she wears.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks stupid on the Pachinko.
That's
Like-
hurtful, dude.
Like, where's it tied to, you know?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, like here it looks a little more normal. It makes more sense. Okay. Oh, Consul Maria. Wait, what's the one there?
It's in the original.
It's incomprehensible. Oh, I see. I thought you were gonna show me like Consul Maria. I see. I told you. They made a big mistake. I told you. You see? Like, look what they did. They wanted to hide the truth from us. Okay, so of the Pachinko Maria has been disproven. Okay. I'll forfeit that one. For now. In this topic. In this situation. Did I save after the thing? Yeah, I did.
But there was no way a mysterious person could have sneaked onto the island. After all, the island's small, and there's no one living on it outside that was surely a family household. And Maria kept repeating that she got it from Beatrice, no matter how many times she was asked. The adults seemed to think she was trying to trick them, so they didn't hold back and question her until she broke out in tears. When Maria was released, she sobbed, all worn out from crying. After our parents ordered us to go to the guest house and take Maria with us, they shut themselves up in the dining hall and started getting louder and louder with the deafening hurdles. It seemed that because of that strange letter, Uncle Krause's chances of becoming the next head might have been reduced to a blank slate. In exchange for accepting it, my dad and the rest were trying to swindle Uncle Krause out of a lot of money or something like that. Disgusted as we were, Jessica and I were happy to move over to the guest house.
And I guess in that case, it's like you know what they say, you know? If you want to stick your head in a drying machine, you're really all wet. More important. What's it called? I'll hold it. I'll hold the phone. I don't mind anymore.
We didn't want to be under the same roof as those filthy adults. Their heads were filled with thoughts about money. Ben honestly pleaded on our parents' behalf, saying that he wanted us to understand them.
Please.
I understood his reasoning. No matter how filthy this pot of money was, it wouldn't go away if you just closed your eyes to it. Even so, how could they sink so low as to overtly fight over the money of the dead? Maria had cried herself dry and was hiding in her bed. She hadn't even twitched for a while, so she was probably sleeping.
Who in the world gave that letter to Maria-chan? It was Ben. Ben gave that letter to Maria-chan. You can't ask her that anymore. Isn't it fine to say that Maria got it from Beatrice and leave it at that?
After all, we don't want to make her cry any more than this. Even though we said that. We couldn't clear away a gloomy feeling.
There are only 18 people on this island now. A 19th person gave Maria-chan that letter and is now hiding somewhere. Doesn't seem realistic at all.
This guy doesn't like it because it's
And
not
clearly
realistic
got
enough for
Maria
him.
to... Oh, wait. What was it? Was it Jessica that said that?
Well, she just showed up separately.
Okay. Most likely somebody got Shannon or someone to put on that dress from that portrait, and cleverly got Maria to go along with their story. Well, in Maria's case, just seeing the dress would probably convince her that it really was Beatrice.
Maybe it doesn't really matter who handed her the letter. The important thing is who sent it. The poor grandfather wanted to cause an uproar by assuming the name of the witch. Seriously, that old geezer's good at riling people up. The most likely answer set off. Our cult-loving grandfather was playing around. Handing a letter over to Maria, who shares the same hobby as he does in such a dramatic way. Though he failed to give any thought for what Maria would have to go through, making it a pretty shitty thing to do. Seriously, messing around with Maria's pure heart. It doesn't matter who handed the letter over.